People of Reddit. You can't time travel, but your phone has the internet from 5 years in the future. What do you search for first? Lottery numbers, greater than stock prices, greater than my name. You may ask why my name, but it's very simple, as I then can learn if I died until then or got caught for some shit and are still in prison. I would do it in this order. Name, greater than stock, greater than lottery, greater than stock, greater than lottery, greater than name again. This would indicate if the future is deterministic or not. Does anything about your future change after you learned about future financials? And also ensure you maximize your earnings in the event that lottery winnings and stock markets may affect each other. This is all assuming, if the future is not deterministic, that events in the present instantly propagate into the future, rather than like in the Journeyman project where there's a reality distortion field that takes time to propagate outward from the changed event. Heavy update there yet? Cure for type 1 diabetes. Doctors have been saying it's 5 years away for a while now. I was diagnosed 8 years ago and they were saying it back then too. 26 years. Said it then too. Biggest crisis in the last 5 years. I would start a blog on my PC and then switch to my phone to check if it now has updates from the future. If so, my future self could talk to my present self. I could read about my mistakes and try to avoid them. If a post disappears, that would mean that I did it right. Betty White and Keith Richards. I assume they'll both be alive, but I want to know for sure. Nintendo Directs. Then I'll make predictions for a lot of things Nintendo will do, but I'll phrase it in an increasingly implausible way. After a few directs, people will hopefully catch on and start believing everything I say. After 5 years, assuming I can't look into the future again, I'll start making random shit up and watch the internet argue about my predictions. Surely this can't be real. But his track record is impeccable. Stock prices in 2025, save up to buy a share. Profit. No. The real deal would be getting to see the price history of a stock rather than just its price in 5 years. That way you can make options plays and make way more money than you ever would just buying stocks. 2024 election results. How close are we to be able to go to Mars? I'd try to be like Bill Murray's character by the end of Groundhog Day. Find out if there's any needless deaths from preventable accidents that I may be able to change. Obviously I'd have won the lotto too. This would give me plenty of resources and free time to become a local superhero. Lottery numbers the last 5 years? Easy peasy. Week 1, buy a ticket, win the lottery. Week 2, buy a ticket, publicly post the winning numbers 3 minutes before the draw. Week 3, publicly post the winning numbers 2 days in advance. Watch as everyone buys tickets with those numbers, wins the jackpot, and gets less than the value of their ticket as the prize pool is split between everyone. They do something similar in Peaky Blinders with a racehorse, only in their plan the horse loses the third race. So you would give fake numbers in week 3 and your winnings will be higher. Bitcoin price history. I search PRN to see if the industry has gotten over its stepfamily obsession. I search PRN to see if the industry has gotten over its stepfamily obsession. Besides the obvious, lottery, election, myself, etc., I would want to see if opera made a comeback after the pandemic or if the virus was the final nail in the coffin of this art form, which has been slowly headed towards its demise for decades now. Edit, I should have said here that I'm a huge opera fan and I hope I'm wrong. And I'm not talking about the web browser. Dank memes from the future so I can repost them for that sweet karma. COVID cure. Then cute kittens. If Blizzard still has Diablo 4 in development. If I'm alive, if so, then to see if I am divorced. I would check my mails and message apps to find out how I'm doing in the future. If the phone continuously updates, so that it always show the internet of in 5 years. Then I would probably look for scientific breakthroughs like fusion, and also for catastrophes. Then I would start writing messages to myself like a diary so I can see them in the present. And also in 2025 I would start copying the messages from then in 5 years and send them to myself so I can see the messages of the next 100 years assuming I live that long. My son to make sure he's still alive. He's chronically suicidal and should be on his own by then. I worry about it. If I had unlimited searches, I'd probably look up the Reddit front page first. There's a lot of information in there that would give a good general explanation about that time period. And from there on I could search up anything that seems interesting while already having some context. My family members' names. I want to know who to call and go see every chance I get if they don't have that much time left. Wars or terrorist attacks that have happened so that we can avoid them or prepare for stuff like pandemic and natural disasters early. I'd create a Reddit thread asking what people would search for if they had access to internet 5 years ahead of time. Mind blown. Pornhub's most viewed videos of the last year, duh. Plot twist, you realize far too late that the top video is of your currently 13-year-old sister. The internet still exists in 5 years, so that's my first worry assuaged. Just bots talking to each other, trying to interfere in elections that will never occur. The humans have been long gone, their 3 double redundancy data centers endure. Humanity's legacy, a network of billions of devices. The only things that are left online are the bots, forever talking, never to be heard. My Facebook, Instagram, etc. I want to know if good things happen to me, or if I left myself any messages. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I just want to know who's all in the game already. If my favorite YouTube channels are still uploading. I'd program a time loop computer and gain access to pretty much everything. A time loop computer can solve any problem with an easily verifiable answer almost instantly, but it needs to send data back in time in order to do so, and it relies on the Novikov self-consistency principle. I will check houses' prices to know when's will be the right time to buy one. Search all friends and family on social media. If anyone has passed away or fallen on hard times, figure out why and try to prevent that from happening. See if hentai is finally uncensored. Is Queen Elizabeth still alive? Look for Half-Life 3. Find out if Yandere Simulator has been completed. I can almost guarantee it's a no. To see if YouTube made better rewinds. Thank you for listening to another B-Town Reddit Stories episode. Hit the subscribe button and check out our channel for more stories. Let us know your opinion about this topic in the comments.